Hey, everybody. I'm super excited to introduce Dr. Bill. How are you, Dr. Bill?
I am great. How are you, Elijah?
Doing super good. Well, listen, most people know that I have such a strong passion for kids, our youth at high schools, and changing the kids' lives, and also on entrepreneurship and teaching them young. Something that I did not fully know about you is that we share the same exact passion. And that entrepreneurship and the younger kids and affecting the kids early. And I was super excited to participate in your foundation Leap for Kids and make that our number one cause for the Smiles at Sea cruise this May that you'll be participating in. And I thought it'd be the best thing ever just to have you tell the world, my team and my followers and my subscribers, what Leap is all about and why I'm so excited to bring you on board.
Thank you. So essentially, LEAP is for students age 15 to 25. We run two programs concurrently at UCLA, a high school program and college program. We do this every summer. This is our 16th year. And basically, we pride ourselves on teaching these young students the skills that they need to be successful in life. This isn't about dentistry. This is about life. We teach them networking, time management, money management. I do a whole thing on health and fitness. The program culminates on Friday with something that the kids love. It's called a mentor workshop, where I bring in 100 different professionals from doctors and lawyers and firefighters to screenwriters and actors and actresses, you name it. And it's like speed dating. The students get to sit there for 30 minutes and just fire away questions. And then we rotate every 30 minutes. And the whole basic premise of LEAP is that the fastest way to success is to find great mentors who will help mentor you. And we try to initiate that and help these students find these mentors and then teach them what to do with these mentors. And, I've been doing this for 16 years. LEAP changes kids' lives big time. I love to use this one example. My good friend, Dr. Mike Cooper, said, Doc, I'm going to send my son, Chris, to you. Chris is a solid C student. He does not do 1 ounce of work more than he needs to get a C. And the first day he's at LEAP, he's sending text messages, Dad, this is horrible. You're ruining my life. Why am I here? This is my summer. Second day, Dad, this one speaker was good. I don't know. Third day, Dad, this is actually okay. By the 5th day of LEAP, he's like, Dad, can I stay in California another week? I have all these great new friends. And Chris went back to college and made Dean's List every single semester until he graduated with honors. Wow. That's what LEAP does. And I'll tell you, Elijah, I have 3 daughters. If I tell my girls to do something, they're not going to do it. But if 10 of their best friends tell them to do it, guess what happens?
They do it.
They do it. And that's what happens. So we take these students, they come to LEAP, we put them in a group with 10 other students their age, and they're with that group the whole time. And it's not like a one and done. It's not like they're there a week and we're done with them. We then encourage them and teach them how to mastermind with their group for the following whole year until the next LEAP program. So it really has a profound impact on these young students.
That's amazing. So after the year, do they get a chance to come back the following year? If somebody's 15 years old, they come back 16, 17, 18, and then they graduate, or is it a one and done?
So let's say you come to LEAP for the first time as a 16-year-old student. You want to come back the next year. You have 2 choices. You can either come back as a student again or as a junior coach. Okay. Now, once you're 18, you can apply to be a coach. And that's really next level, because now you're there responsible for 10 other students to go through the program. And it's not that easy to become a coach. I mean, you need to really demonstrate that you kind of walk the walk and talk the talk. And then the cool thing about coaches is a lot of them come back year after year, and then we put them up on stage, because a lot of the content that we deliver, we know the kids need, and we do that year after year. And I like to teach my coaches how to be speakers. And a lot of my coaches have gone on and had extremely successful careers as speakers. But you know, the one part of LEAP that we haven't mentioned yet that really warms my heart so much, Elijah?
Yeah.
Every one of my celebrity patients that I've asked to come and share their life with my kids has said yes, for free. Mark Wahlberg, Anthony Hopkins, Richard Branson, Paula Abdul, Kathy Bates, Eva Longoria, Michael Strahan, Usher, Seth Green. I mean, on and on and on and on and on. And they come and they share with these kids. And, you know, Mark Wahlberg had a rough upbringing, you know, and he didn't hold back. In fact, we took a lot of these and I put it on a podcast called Meet the Mentor. And if any of your listeners would like to listen to it, my podcast is ranked in the top 2.5 percentile of all podcasts worldwide. Wow. Listen to Mark Wahlberg, listen to Anthony Hopkins, listen to Kathy Bates. I mean, they were very transparent and they did not sugarcoat their lives at all. And I think that that's really important for kids, because kids sit back and they see these celebrities and they somehow think that they lead these magic lives, and they don't. And I think that by hearing these struggles that these celebrities have, it kind of normalizes them. And, you know, there's a few things that I want to pound into their little brains. And, you know, I always feel like if a student goes to LEAP and they walk away with these two things, I did my job. Number one, don't wait for opportunities in life, make them. If I meet another millennial who tells me they're waiting for the universe to do something, I just want to scream and tear my hair out. The universe is too busy for you. You need to care about you. And number two, when you get a great opportunity in life, don't take it, master it. Wow. And there's a big difference. Example, ABC gave me an amazing opportunity to be the featured dentist on Extreme Makeover, right? Well, dentistry, no problem. TV, I stunk, like literally stunk. Like if you watch the first 2 or 3 episodes, I was sitting here waiting for the phone to ring and have them say, "Doc, you're fired." I'm like, I was that bad. But Elijah, instead of waiting for ABC to fire me, you know what I did? I took acting classes, hosting classes, teleprompting classes. I hired the woman who worked with all the kids on American Idol, and I learned how to do media. I mean, when you go and do like the Tonight Show, or you go and you do Larry King Live, I mean, you need to be like ready. You know what I mean? Like ready. And, you know, I was not a skill that they taught me in dental school. And had I not done that, and I got fired off of that TV show, my life would have taken a completely different trajectory. Listen, when we started Discus Dental, we started with Night White and then Zoom, right? So I love telling people I invented Zoom, and they're like blown away. And then I have to like go, okay, Zoom tooth whitener. But even though the first year in business, we did 2 million, 4 million, 8 million, 16 million. And we just kind of plateaued at like 76 million. We just couldn't break that barrier. My first year on Extreme Makeover, we did 101 million. The second year we did 136. And the third year I was on the show, we did almost $200 million in sales. Wow. And patients literally walked into their dentist and said, "I want to be Zoomed." And it was like music to my ears. You know, I mean, and had I not done what I needed to do, that opportunity would have vanished. We literally grew that company like from zero, no investors, nothing, to $1.3 billion in sales. Wow. Through blood, sweat, and tears.
Wow. That's awesome. And did the kids know who is putting on this event? They know that it's a dentist at all who's on Extreme Makeover. Do they know who's behind LEAP? Do they know you intimately? Are you there very involved, or is it mostly the
Elijah, I never leave. I'm there 24/7. I mean, this is my baby. I cancel all my patients that week and I am there. You know, we assemble a team of about 80 coaches. We call them coaches. Yes. You know, and then we have all these speakers. And I mean, it's a big production. I mean, if you go online, if you go to www.leapfoundation.com, you can see what we do. It is a class A production. And we get 450 kids. And here's the cool part. 60% of these kids are brilliant A+ students that could never afford to pay $2,500 to go to a program. We go out and we get money and we sponsor these kids and we give them scholarships. So it was crazy because when we first started this, all the students were sons and daughters of dentists because they knew me from dentistry, and I'd be speaking and I would tell, and they'd say, now I would say 3% of the kids that come to the program are from the dental world. About 40% come from fairly affluent families, and 60% come from really low-income families, and they earn scholarships to come.
Wow, that's amazing. Dr. Bill, can you tell everybody that's watching, can you tell them exactly how can they participate? As you know, we have companies that will be watching these videos, various vendors and dental vendors. We have dentists that would like to be involved. We have dental team members that want to be involved. We have entrepreneurs. There's just so many people that just say, how can I participate? What is the best way to participate and be a part of the bigger picture with LEAP?
Well, the easiest way is to sponsor students. Like I said, 60% of the kids come on scholarship, and we always need money. So the more money we raise, the more kids we can give this opportunity to. They come and they sleep at UCLA in the dorm for a whole week. So it's expensive to put the program on, right? The second thing they can do is they can send their kids. If you're a dentist listening to this and you have, a son or a daughter who's 15 to 25 and you don't send them to LEAP, you're a bad parent. The third thing they can do is actually come as a mentor. So on that Friday, on the mentor workshop day, they can come as a mentor and participate. And then the fourth thing is, if they are a professional speaker with something that they can really add to the program, we're always looking for new speakers. And so, for instance, I would love to put you up on stage and have you talk, to the whole group. My brother is a money manager. If he got on stage and talked about that, my kids would fall asleep. So I give him a workshop every year. So that way, the 30 or 40% of the kids that are really interested in that show up. And then we have other programs that run concurrently for the ones that really could care less about that.
That's awesome. Well, I can tell you what, I am really excited to bring you on the cruise. And you came very highly recommended from one of my good friends, Dr. Brian Harris. And he talked a lot about you.
Well, Elijah, I've mentored Brian since he was a teenager. So, it's one of those things where one of the beautiful things in life is when the student becomes the teacher. And Brian literally just helped me do a great thing with my practice, which I'll talk about on the cruise. But he initiated me joining an incredible DSO, and I monetized my practice in a way I never, ever in my life thought would be possible. And that all came from Brian. So yes, it's a beautiful thing when the student becomes a teacher.
Absolutely. Well, I can understand now why he's such a big fan. And I went on Brian's word, and I can tell you that me as a person, along with my community of dental professionals, can tell you that I love you even more hearing you and your passion and your why outside of your long CV, which is very impressive, by the way. Your why is huge with your kids, with the kids and the foundation. That resonates with me more than anything. And I think will resonate with the rest of our industry more than anything.
Well, you know what, Elijah, like you, we grew up with nothing, and my mantra for life is learn so you can earn and then return. And the more that I can do to help these kids have, a better, more prosperous life, the happier I am, because, it's the old saying, he who gives receives the greatest gift. And, I could give money all day long, but to sit there and actually know these kids, meet these kids, work with these kids, and watch them grow and flourish, it's indescribable.
Yes, absolutely. I love it. For those of you who are watching, want to be a part, we're going to add some links that'll be floating on social media, that'll be in the emails that we send out. And we'll be pushing this pretty heavy up into the cruise. If you want to get to know Dr. Bill, obviously he's an amazing guy and a mentor to not just kids, but, very successful dentists as well, and has a lot of respect from dentistry at large, and I'm super happy to have you on board. And if you want to meet him, come join the cruise. And if you can't come on the cruise, dates don't work, at least donate to the cause, or bring the kids to LEAP. And I'm excited to even be associated in any capacity and help to push the mission. So thank you so much, Dr. Bill.
I want to just share one thing that is just so near and dear to my heart. There's a young man named Sam Zarabi, and I've been mentoring Sam since he was in his early 20s. And he had applied to dental school twice and was rejected. And I met him and I knew this kid had potential. So I called the dean of admissions at UOP, because that's where I went. And we sat down with Sam and said, look, you're never going to get in unless you do this, 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 and this. And we gave him a list, and he did this, 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 and this. And today, he is one of the most successful dentists in America. Sami has 40 dental clinics in Texas, and he sponsors one kid from each clinic. So he sends and pays their airfare, their tuition, and everything for 40 kids to come to LEAP every year.
Wow. That's amazing. Everybody wants to be like him. Will he be there?
On the cruise, he
No.
also has 3 of his own kids, and he's super busy. I will try to get him to show up.
At LEAP. That'd be nice if he came on
Oh,
the cruise.
he will be
but
at
I'm in
LEAP. Yeah, yes. He's at LEAP every year for sure. I don't know if I can get him on the cruise, but I'll try.
Yeah, well, we'll take that too. But I meant, will he be at LEAP? LEAP is really where I met, and it's awesome to see the impact. And isn't it awesome, the ripple effect? The ripple is
totally.
It's just amazing. So awesome, good stuff. Well, listen, everybody, there'll be links, there'll be buttons, there'll be a lot of these clips that we'll be pushing out, and we're just happy to be a part of the bigger picture. So thanks everybody for watching, and hopefully we'll see you involved in LEAP in some way, shape, or form. Thanks everybody. Bye-bye.